War for the kingdom of Yah.
Know as of yet, the name of today's class is Order, Structure, and Planned Organization. Order, structure, and planned organization. It's very important for us as we go forward in this truth to not only act accordingly to the commandments of the Most High, but to keep in mind that there's order within that system of keeping his commandments. You just can't have chaos and be chaotic, because the Most High is not the author of confusion, but he's the author of order, structure. We have a very notable group of Israelites. I won't say their names, but everybody just about know who they are. Whether you agree with their doctrine or not, you know who they are. And you know why you know who they are? You know why the world know who they are? It's because of structure. It's because of order. And everybody in here, when they thought about who I was talking about, it came to your mind who it was. You know why? They're very visible and they're very ordered and they're very structured. Now, whether you agree with that particular doctrine or not, you would have to say, this is a very organized organization. So it makes you pay attention to what they are doing just for that fact, because this is a very organized organization. Whether you agree with what they're saying or not. So we have to recognize the move of the Most High, not in chaos, but in order. And the assemblies of the Most High has to focus or refocus themselves to a point where now we are operating not only in keeping the commandments, but keeping the right order and the right structure. All right. Let's get the word. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. 14 and 40. It reads, let all things be done decently and in order. All things, not some things, not some casual things, not when I feel like it, but let all things be done decently and in order. Now, order is a noun. It's the arrangement or disposition of people or things in relation to each other or according to a particular sequence, a pattern, or get this one, a method. Structure, however, is a verb. It's a construct. It's the arrangement according to a plan. It is structured in a way where it operates in a way. It more efficiently when it is in a construct or structure or an order. Now the word organization. Organization is a noun. It is an organized body of people with a particular purpose, the same purpose, especially in a business, society, association, etc. This is the work that we must do, brothers and sisters. As an assembly Church, this is the work that we must do. The same work that the Messiah was doing. His work was organized. Ours should be as well. Let's get Mark 3. Down. Make sure that you mute yourselves, family. Make sure you mute yourselves when you come on. Let's get Mark 3. And the third chapter, we're going to go to the 7th verse. We're going to begin at the 7th verse. But Yahushua withdrew himself with his disciples to the sea. And a great multitude from Galilee followed him, and from Judea, and from Jerusalem, and from Idumea, and from beyond Jordan, and they about Tyre and Sidon, a great multitude, when they had heard that the great things that he did, came unto him. Verse 9. And he spake unto his disciples that a small ship should wait on him because of the multitude, lest they should throne him. Verse 10. For he had healed many, insomuch that they pressed upon him for to touch him. And many had plagues and unclean spirits, and they saw him and fell before him and cried, saying, Thou son of Yah. And he straitly charged them that they should not make him known. And he, watch this, here we go. And he goeth up unto a mountain. Now, this was the work in the ministry of Yahushua. He's healing the sick. He's unstopping the deaf ears. He's opening the blind eyes. He's casting out devils. Now there's multitudes of people on the approach, so much so that they're pressing in on him, right? Verse 13, let's see the way he organized. Verse 13, and he goeth up into a mountain and calleth unto him whom he would. So now with so many people, he has to separate himself from the multitude. He goes into a mountain. Now they're funneling in. He's bottlenecking in, so to speak, into a corridor, coming to him one by one now, or separately, so they're not pressing him so much. And he called unto them as he would, and they came unto him. Verse 14, and he ordained 12. We see Yahushua and the work that Yahushua is doing. We see him now organizing his team. He's saying, come here, the 12 disciples that I call, you brothers come with me. Now I'm going to ordain you. To ordain something means to make someone a priest, a minister, or to confer upon them certain orders. So when I say you ascribe in our particular thought pattern, when I say you ascribe, it's to confer upon you certain orders, because now we are building something. I want everybody not to be remiss about what's happening. We're not just doing this thing willy-nilly. This is not willy-nilly. We're doing the same thing Yahushua was doing. This the work he left us, and it must be in order. And it has to go by a certain structure, or guess what? He's not in it. If it's not structured the way he left it for us to do, then the work can't be done. We fail in our duties. Verse 14 again. And he ordained 12 that they should be with him, and that he might send them forth to preach. You can't be sent forth to preach unless you've been with the preacher. Say it again. You cannot be sent forth to preach unless you have been with the preacher. Let me get Romans 10 right quick. Let's get this right quick. Hold on. I didn't have this one in my notes, but it came to my mind. Romans 10 and 14, right here.
I got a bishop if you want me to read.
Romans 10 and 14.
It's the book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 14. Can you hear me, Bishop?
I can hear you.
All right. How then shall they call on him in whom not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
How can they hear without a preacher? Read on.
And how shall they preach except they be sent?
You can't preach unless you've been sent. The same thing Paul is saying, the same thing Yahushua did, because we're continuing his work. You can't go and preach unless a preacher sent you. Finish that verse out.
As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
And bring glad tidings that preach the gospel. Glad tidings of good things is the gospel. I'm gonna go back to Matthew. Mark. I'm gonna go back to Mark. Mark 3 and 15.
Mark
3 and 14.
It's the book of Mark chapter 3 and verse 14. And he ordained 12 that they should be with him and that he might send them forth to preach and to have and to cast out devils.
To have power to heal sickness and to cast out devils. Now, the scripture tells us, brothers and sisters, but they that wait upon the Most High, he shall renew their strength. They that wait upon the Most High, he shall renew their strength. So we often think because we're in the position of waiting, it means doing nothing. But that's not what this means here. That doesn't mean that. Waiting doesn't mean not doing anything. Nothing could be more further than the truth. Waiting is a period of instruction. It's an instructional period. The dynamics of waiting is a specific action that is taking place. It's what you do in the wait. It's what you do in the wait that builds character for when you get sent forth. How you wait affects how you get sent forth. You don't become a deacon overnight. You don't become an elder just because you think you sound good. You don't become a teacher just because I think I can remember more scriptures than you. It's your character. And it's how people view you in the wait. Your anger will be tested. Your spirit have to be under subjection. Can you, as a prophet, subject your spirit? Have your spirit under subjection? Can you not react when people around you think you should react? Can you not go off because it feels good to your flesh and bring your spirit under subjection? Can you let somebody wrong you and not say nothing about it out loud to everybody else? Can you control your spirit? This is all happening in the waiting period. Because once you send forth, you out there, you battling demons. So you got to battle your own spirit and the spirits around you in the waiting. And understand how it is affecting me. And how is it affecting the people around me? Let's go. Let's go to, let's see. Let's go to Lamentations. Lamentations 3:25. Let's get verses 25 and 26.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 5. The high is good unto them that wait for him, seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Most High.
Let's read it again, verse 25, start from the top.
The Most High is good unto them that wait for him.
The Most High is good to them. The Most High is good to them that wait for him. You see, remember, you're not waiting doing nothing. You're waiting, diligently seeking the Most High and changing that nature in you while you're waiting. Because you're going to break out after the wait. You're gonna get sent forth and break out, and folk gonna be trying to figure out, how did you know what you know? Because that happens in the wait. That don't happen overnight. How was you able to break that? How was you able to abstract that understanding out of that biblical verse right there? That happens in the wait. That don't happen because you're smart. There's plenty of people that's smart in this world. But not everybody can break scripture down accurately, properly. That happens in the wait. Verse 25 again.
The Most High is good unto them that wait. To the soul that seeketh him.
To the soul that seeketh him in the wait. In the wait is those building blocks of structural integrity. This is in the wait is where you make your most mistakes. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have did that. Oh, I shouldn't have went there. Oh, I shouldn't act like that. Oh, that happens in the wait because it's too late once you out there. You in front of folk now. Because people don't have mercy upon you like the Most High have mercy on you. When you make a mistake, they'll chew you up and spit you out. I told you he wasn't nothing. I told you he wasn't right. They'll chew your behind up and spit you out. They'll have no mercy on you. And the waiting process is where you make your mistakes at. That's where you got, oh, I got to switch that up about me. Oh, I have to change that up about me. Oh, I should be more diligent. Oh, I know I shouldn't have did that. Oh, I shouldn't have ignored that situation. That's where it happens at. And the waiting process is where you find out whether or not you have a form of godliness. In the waiting process is where you find out whether or not you have a form of godliness. I just looked the part. I got the right fringes on. I know the right words to say. I keep all of the feast days, but I don't have enough faith to do what's right. And if you think I'm talking about you, yes, I'm talking about you. Get mad. Who cares? Get mad. Because somebody got to tell you that you don't end up in the lake of fire for having a form of godliness, but you denying the power. Verse 26.
It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Most High.
It is good. So what's the opposite of good? What's the opposite of good? What's the opposite of good? What's it?
Bad.
Bad is the opposite of good. So if you don't quietly wait for the Most High, that means you bad. That means you ain't no good. Because if it's good for you to quietly hope and quietly wait for the salvation, then and if you're not doing that, then that means you're bad. You the opposite of good. Every man in here, every man on here on Zoom, every man that's going to be a man, every boy that's going to be a man, hopefully will be a leader in the nation of Israel. Hopefully you will become a leader. But if you don't know how to follow, you can forget about leading. In the wait is where you learn how to follow properly. There are so many brothers that want to lead, but you don't know how to follow. How you gonna be a leader if you never follow anybody? You don't know how to follow properly. How can you be a good leader? You're not a good follower. But you want somebody to follow you. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Anybody that wants to lead in this truth, brothers, I'm telling you this out of love. Trust me. It's not out of malice, a strife, or anything. If you want to lead in this truth, you must first learn to follow. That's the formula. What did Yahushua say to John the Baptist? What did he say? John the Baptist said, I got need of you. You got to baptize me. What did Yahushua say? He said, nuh-uh, I'm going to submit to you, so let it be done. Let it be done. You have to immerse me, John. That was an act of selflessness. That was an act of humbleness. That was an act of showing you that I'm going to follow John's lead because he came first. Now, ultimately, John followed his lead. But when Yahushua showed up, Yahushua said, no. So all things be fulfilled, you immerse me. Because he came first. Trying to help somebody in here. Let's get Acts, the first chapter. Family, let's get Acts, the first chapter. First chapter and fourth verse, brothers and sisters. Acts 1:4.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Come on.
Being a simple, they should not depart from Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith he, ye have heard of me.
So Being assembled together, Yahushua commanded them that they should not depart Jerusalem, but wait for the promise of the Father, which saith he, ye have heard. Messiah laid the foundation. He laid the foundation, brothers and sisters. Not one of the apostles did their own thing. Not a one. Save Judas, and he was a betrayer. Not one of the righteous apostles that followed Messiah, none of them did what they wanted to do because it was an organized effort. It was structured in a way where you had the Spirit flow from the top to the bottom. Many times I'm asked this question: why don't Israelites get together? How come you can't see a unity within the camps, and you can't see unity within the assemblies, or unities within the Israelites all together? Because everybody doing what the hell they want to do. I don't nobody listen to a leader. We the only people, Blacks and Latinos, eat their own leaders. Eat them up. We'll kill our leaders. Don't give a damn about what they say. We'll chew them up and spit them out. We'll never have unity. Because you want to do your own thing. It's almost mind-blowing. I mean, nobody want to submit to leadership. Nobody. That's why we can't get together. That's why there's no unity. What you gonna tell me? I'm grown. I do my own thing. And we stay in the same positions. We stay in the same predicament. The Messiah laid a foundation. Not one of the apostles did their own thing. They waited and they were organized. Let's go to the book of Luke. So we already know that Yahushua appointed 12. He appointed 12 and he ordained the 12. Let's see what else he did. This is the example of Yahushua's ministry and his work. Luke 10 and 1. Luke 10.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 1. After these things, the Most High appointed other 70 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before his face into every city and place, whether he himself would come.
So he organized not only the 12, but he organized 70 other men. He appointed 70 other men. He appointed them. He said, listen, you all go 2 by 2 into every township, in every province, in every place. You alert the people to tell them I'm coming. But they didn't say, well, I'm gonna go over here because this is what I want to do. And I know it don't matter if I do this over here, because I'm grown anyway. So I can just go over here and do this. No. They did what Yahushua said. And the Spirit remained in them. You know how I know the Spirit remained in them? And you know how I know they did what he said do? Let's read on, verse 2. Let's read on. This is how you know. Come on.
Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few.
The harvest is great, just like it is now. It's the same work. There's plenty of people that need to hear this truth. But you are doing your own thing. So you know what that means? The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Few men to work this great work that Yahushua left us to do. This ain't Bishop Yazeko's work. This is not Bishop Tazawan's work. This is not True Nation's work. This is Yahweh's work. And we're looking for brothers and men that's going to pick up the mantle and do the work. But somebody got to lead. Somebody got to lead. What verse was we at?
2.
Verse 2. Read on.
Pray ye therefore the Most High harvest would send forth laborers unto his harvest.
He would send forth laborers into his harvest. Read on.
Go your ways, behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves.
Now he's instructing them. The 70 that he appointed, give me this one, this one, this one, this one. This 70 men he appointed. This one, this one, this one, this one. He said, now look, I'm going to send you forth as lambs among wolves, because it's dangerous out there. This is another reason why it's so important for organization and structure, because when you go out there, you're liable to be eaten alive. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're doing. You don't have the backup. You don't have the brethren in your corner to back you up. It's dangerous out there. It's dangerous out there. Verse, what verse we at now? Verse 4.
We have verse 5.
Oh, we're verse 5. Oh, no, we're verse 4.
Verse 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carry purse, nor script, nor shoes, and salute no man by the way.
And salute no man by the way. Come on.
And unto whatsoever house ye enter, first say, peace be to this house.
Peace be to this house. He's giving them instruction on how they should operate or how they should function. Come on.
And if the Son of Peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it.
Come on.
If not, it shall turn to you.
So if they don't accept you, when you get there, you're going to know if the spirit dwells in this house or not. If the spirit is on this house, you're going to know it. If it's not, it's going to return to you again. You will understand, okay, the Spirit of the Most High don't want us in here. The Spirit of the Most High don't want us to dwell in here. Read on.
And in the same house remain eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborers is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house, and into whatsoever city ye enter. And they receive you, eat such things as are set before you, and heal the sick that are therein.
All the verse you at?
I'm at verse 9. And heal the sick that are therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of Yah is good and nigh unto you. But into whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you not, go your way out into the streets of the same, and say, even the very dust of your city, which cleaveth on us, we do wipe off against you. Notwithstanding, but ye sure of this, that the kingdom of Yah is come nigh unto you.
The kingdom of Yah is come down unto you. Now let's go back to Acts. Let's go to Acts 1 and 8. Go to Acts 1 and 8. Because you see how the operation of Yahushua was. He was organizing his brothers. He said, listen, if you go to the house, they don't receive you. Leave the house. If you go to the city, they don't receive you. Leave the city. As a matter of fact, shake the dust, the very ground that you stepped on, get that off your foot as you leave the city. Yahushua ain't playing no games with nobody. He ain't playing no games. He said, shake that dust off you and get up out of there. All right, let's go to Acts 1 and 8.
The book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Watch this. Very important. Watch this.
But ye shall receive power.
You shall receive once you go back to Jerusalem and you wait. In the waiting, this is what's happening in the waiting. This is what's happening in the waiting. I want everybody to understand this. This is what's going on in the waiting. 1 and 8, let's read.
After that, the Holy Ghost is come upon you.
Mm-hmm.
And
We'll start from the top again. Start from the top.
Top of verse 8. But ye shall receive power.
You're going to receive power in the wait, meaning you're going to receive authority in the wait. You're going to receive authority. Come on.
After that, the Holy Ghost has come upon you.
Now the Holy Ghost has come upon you in the wait. You're going to receive the knowledge. Now you have authority. You have knowledge. Come on.
And ye shall be witnesses.
And you shall be witnesses, meaning now you have authority. You have knowledge. You must organize. To be a witness, you have to be an effective witness, you have to organize. If you out there willing, you need to like, where did you come from? I always think that too. When somebody telling me, so it don't necessarily have to be about the truth. It could be just about something, some information or something. Where did you get that from? Who was your teacher? Where can I find you? Can anybody I talk to, do they know where you come from? Yeah, think about that. Because the advent of the internet and TikTok, you have this pop-up teachers. People that just come out of nowhere with nobody to validate them. They just come out of nowhere and saying stuff. And they just, surprise, I'm here. Now I'm saying stuff, but you gotta have somebody to be like, oh yeah, I know that brother. He came from such and such. Yeah, I know that brother. You have somebody to be a witness about your life and your struggle. You just jump up and you saying stuff? No, somebody ought to be like, oh, the brother over there is saying something and we don't know who he is. Oh yeah, I know him. I know him. That brother been in truth for a few years. I know that brother right there. What did he say? Yeah, I know him. Yeah, he good. You understand? It's reputation in this thing. It's reputation. Your reputation happens in the wait. Your reputation happens in the wait. Just willy-nilly doing stuff. Y'all all right? All right. All right. I'm all right too. Okay. Planned, purpose in Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost parts of the earth. That takes structured, planned organization. Oftentimes we look at the scripture with a lofty look. We don't look at the scripture with being as a matter of factly. We have to look at it like if they were going to, if Yahushua told them to go to Jerusalem first, then to Judea, then to Samaria, and to the uttermost parts of the earth, then there had to be a plan. They didn't just walk out there and start doing stuff. There had to be structure, right? There had to be organization. Organization, order, structure, organization. It is the catalyst to how the kingdom of heaven operates. The kingdom of heaven don't operate just all willy-nilly. There's a plan. The Most High is the planned individual. You don't operate in chaos. All right. Now I got this particular article from the Biblical and Theological Dictionary. It's from 1832. It's just in case you want to look it up. Explanatory of the history manners and customs of the Jews. This is where you can find this bit of information. It's under the excerpt preaching. It's under that excerpt. And it reads, some of them open schools. This is talking about ancient Israelites of the old, so-called Old Testament, Apocrypha, New Testament, our forefathers. Some of them open schools or houses of instruction. And there, to their disciples, they taught the pure religion of Moses. At Nooth, in the suburbs of Ramah, there where Samuel dwelt, and there was one at Jericho, and the third one at Bethel, in which Elisha often resorted. Thither the people went, there, it says thither, but there the people went on Sabbath days and at new moons and received public lessons of piety and morality. So what this is saying is they didn't just wake up and start preaching. These prophets had prophetic houses that they actually went to learn how to prophesy. There were schools of instruction. Do anybody here know the story of Hannah? Y'all know the story of Hannah and Peninnah? You know that story? You know all about the stories, don't you? So Hannah was barren, right? Or was it Peninnah? Which one was him? Which one was barren? Was it Hannah? Or did Hannah that was barren? Wasn't it Hannah that was barren? She couldn't have any children, right? You know that story? Yeah. Hannah couldn't have any children, right? So when she prayed to the Most High to give her a child, along came Samuel, Prophet Samuel, right? So Prophet Samuel, she said, Father, if you give me a child, I'll give it back to you, right? So what did she do? If you don't know the story, go back and read that story, okay? What did she do? She went and she had the baby, and she honored her vow to the Most High. She took her young child, her young son, to the house of the prophets and left him there to be raised by the prophets. Now, how many of y'all know that Samuel was one of the most powerful prophets in the Bible? He was one of the most powerful prophets, wasn't he? One of the most powerful prophets in the Bible, because he was there at the instructional house of the prophets. The prophets. You had schools of prophets all over Israel. This was an organized effort. Oftentimes, because of television, we're all getting our heads and our minds. These prophets are just running around, letting the birds feed them and clothe them, and they just would look like a bunch of ragtag. No, most of these men were very highly educated brothers. Highly educated brothers. Most of the prophets could read, and they weren't ignorant. They could read and they could write. They wrote books. Highly educated men. Organized men. So we got to think about. All right, let's get Psalms 50 and 21. You have to think about that. I give you a bit. I went there to that article to give you a bit of history of what our forefathers did. The ones that were successful at what they did. Psalms 50, start at verse 21 through 23.
The book of Psalms, chapter 50 and 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Mm-hmm.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
I will do what?
Set them in order before thine eyes.
I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. Come on.
Now consider this.
Mm-hmm.
Ye that forget Yah,
Mm-hmm.
lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver.
Read.
Whoso
offereth praise glorifieth me.
Come on.
And to him that ordereth
To him that ordereth.
his conversation,
All right.
will I show
This,
the salvation of Yah.
so this is the order. Even we have to have order even in our conversations. Even in our conversations, we have to have structure. We have to have order. This is discipline. Do y'all know what the root word to disciple is? Y'all know what the root word is for disciple?
Is it discipline?
Discipline. Discipline. Just to change the way that I am. I put it in my mind, you know what? I'm going to pray every day at this time. You know what? I'm going to read X amount of chapters every day. I'm going to discipline myself. When I get ready to speak and say something, I'm going to check myself before I go there. Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of us, before we came with this truth, we just blurt out what we want to blurt out. And then be ready to back it up with some hands too. Be ready to throw some hands behind it. But now you in the truth. You got on fringes out there trying to throw hands. Who look like they in the truth in that equation? Neither one of the persons. I'm gonna throw these hands. Get ready to throw these hands. You should have been throwing a Bible up so you can read it. And getting your life together. All right. Where we at? Was that it?
Yes.
23, was that it? All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 11:1. We got order, we got structure, we got organization. This is something that we must have in order to build a great assembly. If we don't have this, if we fail in these, then we're going to come back to the same place every time. We're going to fail in building what we need to build. A successful, organized church. 1 Corinthians 11:1.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 1. Be ye followers of me.
Come on.
Even as I am of Christ.
Even as I am of Christ. This is Paul talking. He said, follow me because I'm following Christ. I'm a sent one. I've been sent, so you follow me. That means you sent too. We don't look at it like that. Like, I ain't following nobody. I ain't following nobody. You better follow somebody because that's how this works. Read on.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things.
Come on.
And keep the ordinances.
Keep what?
Keep the ordinances.
Keep the ordinances. Keep the orders. Come on.
As I deliver them to you.
As I deliver them unto you. The same thing I heard is the same thing I'm reiterating and saying to you. The same thing you hear is the same you regurgitate and say to the one that's following you. This is perpetual motion. This is how it go. We are doing Yahushai's work. What he said to the 12 said to the 70. What the 70 said to the rest of the congregation. What he said to the 150 on the day of Pentecost. And what they said to the masses. And what those brothers have said to them, we are saying now in these last days. And now we're saying it to you. And now you have to take it to the rest of the world. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. And if we're not on one accord, we fail in our work. We got to be on one accord. You can't be doing what you want to do. It's impossible to build when everybody is doing what they want to do. If we all got a brick and you putting a brick over here and you putting a brick over there and I'm putting my brick over here and I'm putting my brick over there, how are we going to build a proper foundation? How are we going to do that? We can't. We can't. Brothers and sisters, we got to build together or not at all. We got to build together. We got to build together. I'm going to say it again. till it get into your spirit. We got to build together. All right. Ordinances. Ordinances is a religious ritual whose intent is to demonstrate adherent or adherent faith. It is an edict, an order, a rule, a dictum. It's a dictate, a directive, a mandate, an order. We receive our orders from Yahweh Shai via the Bible. The congregation received their orders via the leadership. The men in the congregation receive their orders from leadership and take those orders to the world. This is structure. This is how it's only done. You're being sent by a preacher. If you are not being sent by a preacher, then you are out of step. You are out of line. You are out of step. And the spirit is not with you. Please believe and understand that the lesson I'm teaching today save lives. If you can only know my heart and feel how much compassion and love I have for my people and how much I see is mind-boggling. Because I talk to people from 2 different states and I'm like, they're crazy in Detroit and they're crazy in Macon. Goodness, what is going on here? And I said, all it takes is obedience, just straight 100% obedience. That's it. That's all it takes. And the ability to follow. That's it. And I see in everybody that I speak to and talk to so much great potential till it's mind-blowing the work that I see. You wouldn't believe what I see and how I hear people, different ones you all I talk to, and be like, this is going to be a powerful individual if they ever just stop and get into the weight and let the Most High endure them with power and understanding. I want to get you there. I pray I get you there. By Yah's grace and his will, I get you there. That he used me as a vessel to help get you there. Let's go to Colossians 3:23. Y'all hear that, Detroit? Y'all hear that? All right. Colossians 3:23.
Book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily.
Do it heartily with all your heart. Come on.
As to the Most High, and not unto men.
And not to do it. Don't do it for me. Do it for the Most High. Come on.
Knowing that of the Most High, ye shall receive the reward.
You're going to receive your reward from him. Come on.
Of the inheritance.
For
ye serve the Most High, Yahweh.
You serve the Master Yahweh. This is who you do it for. Because he's coming with a reward. Whether that reward is good or whether that reward is evil, he got a reward that's coming. He's coming with it. He gonna give you recompense. No matter what your deed is, whether it be good or evil, you're gonna pay. Now it's up to you to get whatever reward that's coming. Because I can't give you nothing. I can't condemn you to hell, and I can't put you in the kingdom of heaven. That's not my job. My job is to open up these scriptures and be used as the Most High to move these spirits that he allowed me to speak to help move you closer to the Most High. At all possible. That's my job. That's it. That's it. I say it. That's it. If you capture it, all praises. If you don't, all praises. I've done my job. Warn the people as a prophet. Warn the people. That's what he's saying. And if I don't tell you the truth, I'm in trouble. Boo-boo run down here. Can I say that? On Zoom, boo-boo. Run down here. I ain't say the other word.
Boo-boo's fine.
Boo-boo.
I think
Boo-boo's great. Yeah, it runs down here. It runs down here. It starts from the top and runs down here. But when you doing evil, I have to warn you. If I don't warn you, I'm in trouble. That blood is on me. If you see your brother doing evil, if you see me doing evil, and you don't tell me, that blood's on you. According to the scriptures, the blood's on you. You got to say, that's evil. Bishop, that's evil. You got to tell me. Because now you allow me to suffer sin on myself. It just fell on you too. Just fell on you too because you're watching me do it. That's how close we're supposed to be as an assembly. That's how we're supposed to be as a family. Y'all ain't got that yet? I keep saying it. I've been saying it for weeks. I've been talking about love, devotion towards one another, loving one another, brotherhood, sisterhood, family. Like saying the same thing over and over and over. All right, where was we at, brother? Where was we at?
Colossians 3 and 25. Only one verse left.
We almost, it's only one verse left? All right, read it out.
But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done. And there is no respect of persons.
There's no respect of persons. Didn't I just say that? I said, if you see me doing wrong, say, hey, Bishop, that's wrong. There's no respect of persons. We got to be there for each other and tell each other the wrong that we might see. We got to say that. Or it's going to be on us. It's going to be on me. It's going to be on you. All right, let's finish out. Let's get Revelations right quick, and I'm going to try to get through this quickly. Try to get through this fast. Let's go to Revelations, the 11th chapter. Try to run through this one. I promise you, I won't run my mouth so much. How about that? Let's get to the word. Pray you get it. Revelations 11 and 11 and 2. Start at verse 2.
This is book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 2. But the court, which is without the temple, leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles. In the holy city shall they tread under feet 40 and 2 months.
So 40 and 2 months is 1,200. Y'all listen to me closely now, because now we're going into some prophecy. And I'm going to just break it down relatively fast, quickly. 1,260 days, which equals 3.5 years. This is the prophecy representing the 350 years that the southern kingdom of Israel will be taken into captivity. Let's go to verse 3.
And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses.
I will give power unto my 2 witnesses. The 2 witnesses is both northern kingdom and southern kingdom Israel. Both northern kingdom and southern kingdom Israel. Come on.
And they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
So that's 350 years. That's 350 years. The southern kingdom is going to prophesy. 350 years Why? Because he's going to save the tents of Judah first. Now, when I say Judah, I'm not talking about just the tribe of Judah. I'm talking about the whole southern kingdom, which encompasses the Levites, the tribe of Judah, the Levitical tribe, and the tribe of Benjamin. Hold that. Let's go to Hosea right quick. Hosea 6. I'm going somewhere with this. It's still in tune with my lesson today. Hosea 6. But I know I had to get through this prophecy part quickly. Hosea 6 and 6. No, 6 and 1. Sorry.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 6 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let us return unto the Most High, for he hath torn, and he will heal.
He torn us by putting us in slavery. Now he's healing us by bringing us out of captivity. Come on.
He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
He's smitten us. Now he's gathering us up together again. Read.
After 2 days will he revive us.
After 2 days, he's going to revive us. That's that 1,260 days we just read. And Revelations is also the 350 years that we just talked about. It's also the 3.5 years or 3.5 years. If you want to know all this stuff, go back and listen to the video on YouTube. Revelations, the 11th chapter is on there. Read on.
In the third day, he will rise up. He will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight.
So this is the third day that we're living in now. We are being raised up and beginning to live in the sight of the Most High. We are beginning to live in his sight. Now, as we are being raised up, we have to organize while we are being raised up. Read on.
Then shall we know, if we follow on to know the Most High, his going forth is prepared as the morning, and he shall come unto us as the rain.
Yes, come on.
As the latter and former rain unto the earth.
What verse you at? Verse 4, right?
Yeah.
Let's drop down to verse 9.
All right, this book of Hosea, chapter.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Revelations 11 and 9. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Revelations 11 and 9.
Book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies.
So the whole world has seen our dead bodies, meaning our unconscious state, all throughout slavery, all throughout our ignorance. Read on.
3 days and a half.
3 days and a half is still the same. 1,260 days is still saying, it's still talking about the 2 days and living again, like Hosea said, in the third day. It's still talking about the 350 years. And then it's talking about the going into the tents of Judah being raised up, or the southern kingdom of Judah being raised up. Read on.
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
So because of ignorance and unconsciousness. Verse 10.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts one to another.
Read on.
Because these two prophets
is both northern kingdom and southern kingdom, was in an unconscious state. Now, after 2 days, we've been raised up. 350 years of slavery in this country. Then we start to begin to be raised up. 2 days, according to Hosea, the 6th chapter. And in that third day, we're being raised up. We have to begin to organize. Read on.
Because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth.
That dwelt on the earth. They tormented us for 350 years. And in that 400th year, we are starting to be raised up in the third day. All right. Let's get Lamentations 2 and 15. I might not want all of it. I might not want all of it.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 15. All that pass my clap, slock it. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty,
Mm-hmm.
the joy of the whole earth.
Come on.
All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee.
They have opened their mouths against us. Read.
They hiss and gnash their teeth.
Uh-huh.
They say, we have swallowed her up.
We have swallowed her up, meaning they're done away with. They're fully unconscious. We've done everything we can to ensure that they stay in sin, they stay unorganized, and they stay totally separated from each other. Come on.
Certainly, this is the day that we looked for.
Mm-hmm.
We have found, we have seen it.
Mm-hmm. So they're saying they want. Verse 17.
The Most High has done that which he had devised.
Mm-hmm.
He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old.
In the days of old, it's talking about Deuteronomy 28. Read.
He hath thrown down and have not pitied.
He hath thrown down and not pitied. We went into captivity. Come on.
And he hath caused thine enemies to rejoice over thee.
Uh-huh.
He hath set up the horn of thine adversaries.
He set up the horn of these adversaries up over us. Let's go back to Revelations 11. Revelations 11 and 11.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yah entered into them.
Mm-hmm.
And they stood upon their feet.
Come on.
And great fear fell upon them which saw it.
So why do you think great fear fell upon them after we begin to stand on their feet? When we begin to stand on our feet, why did great fear fall upon them?
Because they know the prophecies.
Because they know the prophecy is one answer. Anybody else? Why did great fear fall on the enemies, our enemies, once they begin to see us on our feet?
Because they know we got the Most High.
Because they know we got the Most High. That's a good answer as well.
Because the Most High protect us.
Because that's a great answer. The Most High protect us. The answer I'm looking for, though. Come on.
Together and
Because what?
us as a nation together.
That's a good answer because us as a nation, we're together, right? That's a great answer. Someone was about to say something on Zoom.
It's their end. It's the beginning of their end. It's the beginning of their end.
What did they say?
It's the beginning.
It's the beginning of their end. Yeah, it's the beginning of their end. That's again. Oh, that's the beginning of it. This is it. This is it for us, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Second
Say it again.
Esdras chapter 6, verse 9.
What's the answer, brother? Say it.
Like sister said, it's the end of Esau.
It's the end of Esau. It's the end for them. But guess why? We can say that all day, though. You know what, bro? That's why I asked that question. Because we can go out on that corner every single day and say, it's y'all in. We know who we are now. We coming together. You know what they gonna do? Not care. They're not gonna care. But if they see us coming together with one mind, if they see us focused together with one purpose, if they see us loving each other and not fighting each other, if they see us being more brotherly towards one another, more sisterly towards one another, if they see us coming together as one family, with one purpose, with one goal, that makes them pay attention then. If they start to see organization and structure, they know there's nothing beyond us now. But if they can keep us at odds with one another, in confusion with one another, they ain't thinking about what we saying. So what, y'all the Jews? And what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all don't love each other. So what? Y'all ain't organized. So what? But the scripture says that fear fell upon them. The fear fell upon them because they seen organization. The fear fell upon them because they seen organization. Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37, verse 4.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 4. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones.
O ye dry bones. Come on.
Hear the word of the Most High.
These bones are dry because they are unconscious. They are dead. These bones been dead 350, 400 years. These bones been dead. They are unconscious. They are unconscious. Therefore, they are unorganized. They are unorganized. They are unstructured. Without order, without structure, you cannot properly plan. So our enemies ain't worried until they see us organized, structured, and planned behavior. They say, uh-oh, we got to watch out now. Something is happening. They coming together now. Something is happening. As long as they see Israelite camps at odds with one another, fools out here fighting one another with fringes on Shabbat, they ain't worried about us. Think they worried? If you can go away from me and talk about me like a dog to my enemy, you think they worried about us? If you can cut your camera on and talk about another Israelite like a dog, you think our enemies is worried? No. It's too much infighting in here. We got too much problems with one another. Can't nobody tell you what to do. Can't nobody tell me what to do. We at odds with one another. Our enemies ain't worried about us. Why would they be? That's a house divided against itself. Why would I be worried about that? I'm not. But according to the scripture, once we become organized and stand together on our feet, then our enemies are worried. There's a problem. It's a problem. Verse 5.
Thus saith the Most High Elohim, unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you.
Come on.
And ye shall live.
And you going to live once you become more conscious about who you are as an Israelite and who your brother or sister is. Then you're going to live. Great fear fell upon them which saw this because they had order and they had structure. Brothers and sisters, order, structure, planned organization. The Father instructs, we heed his commands in practice and in application. We learn hope, we learn faith and endurance. That's the material substance by which causes our experience. The trial I failed last year, I overcome this year because I've been through the process. I have order, I've learned structure. That's what builds our nation. Order is for the unification of the body and is the building blocks of structural integrity. So let's get in order. Let's have structure. Let's just not think about structure, but really plan structure. And have integrity. All right. I'll leave it right there. I shall leave it right there. Any questions, comments, or concerns? The floor is open. You got a question? You can ask your question. Floor is open.
Got black dirt inside you.
Is the Hebrews black because there's dirt inside you? I think the Hebrews are the color they are because the Most High had a yeah, you can cut it. You can cut it off. The Most High had a multiplicity of. Hold on a second, family. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, family. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay. Where you go? I can answer your question now. I think there was a multiplicity of brown skin Israelites because the Most High created us from the dirt. Right.
Dark brown?
Right. You have dark brown, light brown, very, very dark brown, very, very light brown. So he created us from the dirt, and the dirt has multiple colors in it. Right? You dig in the dirt. Have you ever dug in the dirt and seen his different shades of brown in there? Yeah, it's different shades of brown. So that's what he made. That's how he made man.
First, black comes in first, and then
The deeper you go, yeah. So any questions? We have any questions, brothers and sisters?
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom.
All praises for the lesson today. I was listening loud and clear,
All praises.
taking heed to your message.
All praises to the Most High.
All praises. Every year, we should continue to strive to do better. That's all I have to say.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. So, and I just wanted to say happy Sukkot to everyone. Happy feast.
Happy feast to you as well. Happy Tabernacle.
The water, appreciate it. I wish I was there with you all.
Man, wish you was here too. Wish you was here too. One year we're gonna make it happen where all the true nation all around the country is gonna do all of the feasts together.
Ooh,
Prayerfully. Sukkot, we're gonna do tabernacles together and Passover together, and we're gonna come together.
right. All of them.
Everybody. That's gonna be so beautiful.
It sure will. It sure will. I think it'll be soon.
I do too. All praises, sis.
All praises. And just for clarity, when we all come together it's the 8th day, right? What day is that again?
Sunday is the 8th.
Sunday is the day we all we get together at the end. Okay.
Yeah. But the Zoom room will be open every single day this week.
Oh, praises. What time?
I'll be reading. I'll open up at 6. I won't be. Don't expect any lessons because there won't be any. I'm just going to read the law and that's it.
Oh, okay. All praises. I'm excited for that. You know, I love the law teaching, so that's
why I said don't expect no teacher. Look, the law teaching. No, I'm not teaching. I'm just going to read the law. That's it.
Okay. Well, let's say
you tried to get
going
me. That's
over
all.
the laws.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read the letter of the law, And then to make sure, because that's what they did on Tabernacle, they read the law.
Mm, okay. Sounds
Yeah.
wonderful. Okay.
So regardless of where you're at, just open up Zoom and you should catch us on there. And it'd probably be from 6 to 7 every day. You know, I'll try to make sure it's from 6 to 7 every day. I think 6 o'clock is the best time for everybody, I believe.
Okay. I'll be tuned in.
And then we'll close out on Sunday. Is our brother Ellie? Is our brother Ak Elias on here? Is he still on here? Or is he already off? Okay, family. If there's no more questions, I'm going to let you all go. Happy Tabernacle to you all. Look forward to seeing you on tomorrow evening for the law reading, and every other day, not every other, but every day this week for our law reading. And I will see you then. Akshay, happy Feast of Tabernacles to you, my brother. My brother, my brother.
Happy Feast Tabernacle.
Okay, family. Shalom. We'll catch you on tomorrow. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
So.
War for the kingdom of Yah.